State.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long. But players like that getting after it.
Right on the money. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Dropping back, it's Fafita.
Fuck!
They're just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 1st and 10 coming up. The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Arizona. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He has been searching. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. pass inside the red zone.
Oh,
They
pick it,
avoided
buddy.
the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Dances away. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. He's moving out of the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Plows through the defense. Across the 25, he's got room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got a man, it's Patterson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Makes the grab. It's Burnett. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. gun, they'll run it inside.
Those are blocked too.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Patterson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Arizona right back to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He makes the catch. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor. Both are trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller and certainly through the quarterback that you're going to have time to throw.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Oh, near the sticks. It's Patterson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he got the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Paul, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progressions, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. Whatever.
Lost to throw again. Grab in the backfield. It's Burnett. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Makes the catch. It's Patterson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Complete downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. To the air, it's Fafita. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Arizona. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 30. He'll do it himself. It's a seam wide open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense?
Bob!
Breaks into the open.
No!
Touchdown, Wildcats. They move on.
How the fuck did he get that wide open?
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. To the air, it's Fafita. Release to the back. It's complete. And he didn't squeeze
Dude,
it.
are you serious?
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now
Fucking fumble.
you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
It's a running room.
Dude.
There he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Under fire. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Back to pass, it's Fafita. He'll pull it down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the gun. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. Made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score. Special teams goes out. They execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. To the air. It's Fafita. Pressure coming. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Sings it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit him right in the middle of the field.
If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. He's in!
Yes!
Game-winning touchdown in overtime. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the